Wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on today's Dreaded D Rose report. Hey, noted last week how Antonio Cesaro and Kofi Kingston match from the main event was praised by several WWE talent on Twitter. The match also received a lot of praise from the WWE officials, but the success of the match was credited to Cesaro. The feeling is that Cesaro made the match excellent, and that's why he gets to face Randy Orton on this week's main event. Or would you call that a punishment? Regarding the Cesaro promo that he did on Monday's Raw after defeating Zack Ryder, it was almost the same promo that he cut at NXT taping after defeating Yoshitatsu. And it appears WWE decided to do away with Cesaro's yodeling gimmick. Wise move, I would say. Next, he'll be trying to play bagpipes on there. Hey, WWE recently took, I lost my shirt in a poker match the other night, that's what happened. Anyway, recently WWE took to their community news off of WWE.com. Didn't even know it was there, and a lot of other people didn't either, I guess, but they put it on its own website because they noticed a drop in page views for other content when the community news was featured. So the decision was made to highlight all the WWE community efforts on one site. And it's kind of sad, but it's not really interesting. I mean, it's nice that they do a lot of stuff. Regarding their WWE's growth in listening community efforts, it's said that Stephanie McMahon is the driving force behind everything. And Stephanie strongly believes in giving back to the community, and that's how she noted how much motherhood has changed her. Looked like to me, the pictures I've seen is for the better. Maybe she means mentally. I don't know. Not into that. Hey, there's been many rumors within WWE and NXT of officials freshening up the roster, which normally don't mean good things, but indirectly it does. But the older people, it don't mean good things. And it's noted that this doesn't necessarily mean releases. It says the idea within WWE is to add people to their programming, not subtract, especially when the new WWE Performance Center opens next month. And in the meantime, people who maybe moved up to the main roster, cuts are always possible. They haven't done that for a while. And nobody's asked to leave for a while, I happen to think of. And as noted before, The Miz, he returns to Monday's Raw because he's finished up now filming The Christmas Bounty. It's now being advertised to return to Raw from when they're in Tulsa, Oklahoma next week. The Miz is supposed to be there. Word came out last week that WWE officials want to do a Kane and The Undertaker versus The Shield at SummerSlam, and the match would largely depend on whether Taker wants to wrestle that soon again. No word whether Bryan's going to be included in the match. Could be just in the corner, but watching the other two. WWE DVD News confirms, now this could be, for you wrestling buffs, great DVD. It's the best of the Madison Square Garden, and it's going to be released in as a 3 DVD disc set like normal and 2 disc Blu-ray August 27th. Please make a note of it. Word is that it's going to be a lot of interviews, I guess, with Bruno Sammartino. He's going to be featured on it, and a lot of never-before-seen footage on DVD matches is going to be included on there too, because I think for a while when Madison Square Garden kind of videotaped, this a long time ago, videotaped the matches there, and they kept the footage there and would show it on screens, you know, whenever wrestling events was coming in. Yoshitatsu, he revealed on Twitter that he and Alicia Fox has worked on a special project for WWE Universe on Tuesday. And that was it. This wouldn't tell us what it was. And former WWE star, remember Shane Helms, Hurricane Helms, was visiting friends last night at SmackDown taping in Raleigh, North Carolina. He's from, you know, the area there, and JBL tweeted a photo of he and Teddy Long with Helms. It's on the internet. Sin Cara was visiting with doctors at last night's SmackDown taping in Raleigh, and Sin Cara says he's returning to action next week after being medically cleared. He tweeted, he said, finally, I got given the all-clear signal to go back to wrestling. Next week's when I come back to the WWE ring, which means probably he's going to be lose because they don't have no storyline for him yet. Nothing going on. They have to build up, unless they've been working on it for a while. And WWE Studios is the No One Lives Brodus Clay movie was going to be. There's going to be a hosting. They're going to be hosting a Q&A this Friday after 7 p.m. The movie, I guess, is doing a premiere deal at AMC Veterans 24 Theater in Tampa, Florida. And you get tickets still now, I think. Speaking of the movie, you can click on YouTube here and see a little preview of it. No One Lives is being shown in 23 different states. That's a big opening for a WWE movie. So maybe they'll get some dollar signs out of it, as long as they don't have a big blockbuster coming out with it. And there was low attendance at last night's SmackDown taping in Raleigh, and one fan in the building noted that one entire side of the arena was blocked off with no fans in the seat at all. You won't see that on TV. All right, after the dark main event of last night's taping, it was Randy Orton taking on, or rather Orton and Sheamus beating Mark Henry and Big Show. The end came when Orton hit the RKO on Show, and Sheamus hit the bro kick on Henry again. Doesn't Henry kind of fall funny whenever he gets bro kicked? He kind of, I don't know. Anyway, Mike Bennett may be heading to WWE soon, but the belief from Ring of Honor's side is that he's going to be sticking around with their company for a while before going anywhere. Most likely he's got some dates he's got to finish up. And there's also talk that WWE may be interested in also Mark and Jay Briscoe. TNA President Dixie Carter announced on Twitter Impact just a few minutes ago TNA's got a new time later this month. Says big news beginning May 30th. Impact moves back to its old time of 9 or 8 Central on Spike TV. See you Thursday, or Thursdays till at 8 o'clock, until then anyway. And Impact Wrestling has got an exclusive interview up with Magnus talking about his starring role in the Mickey James music video, Somebody's Gonna Pay. TNA is also teasing a big announcement about their presence on YouTube. Didn't know you had to bring presence there. I thought those videos. But anyway, they wrote on Twitter, big news coming out of TNA about TNA on YouTube. She says, stay tuned. So she didn't tell us anything except this. And I was kind of wanting your feeling on this. It's worth noting that YouTube's going to be unveiling a subscription service in the weeks to come for several other channel partners. The cost for the subscription to those partners would be in the range of $2 to $5 per month range. Is that going to be worth it, or wait? It's kind of what you think on that. I got my opinion. I'll tell you later. Former WWE talent Maria Kanellis landed a role in the indie film Army of the Damned. The film's later going to be due out later this year. And it's going to be, I guess, available on demand. But anyways, filming of a reality TV show that goes horribly wrong when a group of small-town cops respond to a call that brings the whole new meaning to the phrase domestic disturbance. Hey, sounds good to me. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.